director, Lakesha Lorene, and we also have Charity. How are you ladies doing today?
Doing
Great.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us. Yes. Tell me a little bit about the film you have coming up.
Well, the film Lost is a family drama, so it follows a family who discovers love, acceptance, and forgiveness through loss.
Okay.
So it really touches on the family dynamic, relationships in general, and has a very strong message regarding that. So it's a drama, but it's entertaining. There's a lot of good laughs and good times, but it also has a very serious piece that I think will relate to a lot of people that see it.
Okay. As a director, like how difficult is it to try to find that balance of humor and being serious and at the same time trying to follow through with your message?
Well, you know, it's not as hard because in life, even in some of the saddest times, you just have to laugh.
Yeah.
Like, because sometimes it's just like when things are going crazy, it's just like, really? This is really happening?
Right.
This is what's really happening. So it's kind of like, you know, I got to steal a line from Kevin Hart, you know, laugh through my pain or laugh at my pain. That's kind of what it is. So you got to have those moments where it's a lighter moment.
Right.
That's so heavy. So that way, even though it is a drama, it's not discouraging or depressing, you know?
Right.
It just shows a serious situation and a serious topic.
Okay. Was it more difficult to cultivate this project, being that your last project, Earth Cry, it was I guess a silent film, you would say?
Well, I'm sure the actors loved it better because they got to talk.
Yeah.
They like to talk. But yeah, this time it was fun because it was a more traditional film.
Okay.
So people are used to the dialogue and they're used to that type of interaction. So it's still artistic, but not as abstract artistic as the first one.
All right. Well, Jeannie, tell me about your character in the film.
I play Dr. Faulkner.
Okay.
She is a no-nonsense high school principal who is instrumental in helping the family make some changes and bringing that to light, kind of like lighting a fire under them to make some changes that are very much needed that they were pretty clueless of before.
Yeah.
So she's not real tactful.
Is that kind of is that anywhere near your normal personality, or did you have to go deep?
I had to go deep.
Yeah.
I am so non-confrontive.
Yeah.
Which is why it was so fun to play a character that was so not me. Who is I need a little bit of Dr. Faulkner in me. Actually.
Yeah.
So prayerfully, receive some of that insight to be confrontive and everything. But I think her character, she's so passionate about education and about the success of her students that she can be misunderstood as being maybe callous, judgmental. But it's because she's gone through so much herself and achieved so much that it's a little hard for her to accept people who don't just get it together and do what it takes to
pull themselves up
hold
out
their
of
family
the
together.
Exactly.
And do what it takes to take care of your family and to sometimes it's sacrifice to
Definitely.
you have to make hard choices, not how you feel, but sometimes what needs to be done. And I think Dr. Faulkner is sort of the accountability turning point character of the movie. So it was fun to play.
That's awesome.
It was a privilege.
Okay. What about you, Alicia?
I play the role of Candace. So there are three, it's a family of three, so it focuses on Cynthia, Chris, and Justin. So it's the mother, father, and the son, and Candace is the sister.
Okay.
So I'm Cynthia's sister, I'm the black sheep of the family. So I am a little irresponsible, but but at the same time very genuine.
Okay.
So a lot of what you'll see with Candace is just not to judge a book by its cover.
Okay.
She's got a very big heart, a very good heart, but she's got a lot of growth that needs to happen, and you know we hope she'll get it together. You'll have to come to the movie to see if that happens or not.
What about you, Jay?
Well, I play Mrs. Gates. I'm actually Justin's teacher.
Okay.
And yes, and so I am very passionate about, again, as Dr. Faulkner said, the success of my students. And so when I noticed some change, I noticed that I went immediately and talked to Dr. Faulkner so we can get the parents in to see how we can get this settled. And it's very, excuse me, I'm sorry, it's very close to what I do every day because I am a first grade teacher in my everyday life. So it was a little different. It was exciting because I was working with a teenager versus my little tots that I work with. But the passion is still there. And I tell my first graders every single day that Mrs. Wheeler cares about your success. I knew I was going to do this, sorry. But that I really care about your success. And I care about you being something in your future. And so this film really helped me in developing that as well and being able to articulate that to my little ones.
Okay, that's awesome.
Thank you.
So with Loving Life Productions, you're always putting forth projects that have, I guess, core value and meaning to it. Why is that so important to you?
Just as a believer myself, I just think that we have such a powerful platform in media of influence. A lot of times, so many things are incorporated into popular films that have become so much the norm that people don't notice. So every now and then, if they see something Christ or Christian, because my company is, faith-based organization, faith-based company. So we put out Christ-centered or positive entertainment. But it's just so, and I actually thought about this on the way here. It's interesting because so much other stuff is interlaced into everyday entertainment, and people don't question it, they don't worry about it. And I want it to be that way for Christian entertainment. That should be interlaced in stuff too, just like everything else. And it shouldn't really be a big deal because we become so desensitized about things that we actually should be a little bit more sensitive to, instead of open to things that of God and things of positivity that will actually uplift the community instead of lead them along paths of further darkness. So, and people like Tyler Perry and many others, Smothers Brothers, they've been doing this for years, and it's just great now that people like them have laid the groundwork so that people like me, who are passionate about a more unconventional type of ministry in this type of media, have a place to stand, have an audience of believers and non-believers that support it because it's good, it's quality.
Definitely.
So it's not like anybody is banging anything over your head. It's just interlaced in there because it's a part of the everyday life.
How would you separate it here?
When I look at
Okay, so what do you want me to do, Chris? She has nowhere to go.
Myself, how did we get to this
I hate him.
I'm gonna make it. But you, on the other hand, I ain't so sure.
I know there's a reason, and people have seasons in your life. God don't make no
We can't have kids.
But Lord, I'm
God doesn't make mistakes.
to forgive and forget. Swallow my pride, Lord, I can't. Jesus, show me.
Well, tell me more about the ultimate premiere experience.
Well, it's so ultimate. So, Indie Star Network is doing our red carpet, they're doing our interviews with the cast. It's gonna be like the full red carpet movie experience. So you'll get to meet Dr. Faulkner and meet all of the characters and talk to everybody, take pictures with them, get their autographs. But we're giving you the full experience. You get to meet the entire cast. It is a formal event, so there's not a lot of events that people get to dress up and wear really nice dresses and suits. So this is that type of event. So October 15th from 6 to 8 p.m. at Georgetown Cinemas.
Okay. So how do you will you all all feel with your family and your friends and your peers being able to see your work on the screen at the
I'm gonna be thrilling. I'm a little nervous because for me this is like a first of premiere wise.
Okay.
I did have the privilege of doing another film, my very first one, earlier this summer.
Okay.
And which Lakesha actually steered me toward.
Okay.
And that premiere though will probably be like next year possibly, but just the support and feedback I've already gotten from Facebook, from my church friends, from my family, and they want every detail. They want ask me, and all my family are out of state for me personally, so, but my church family, hopefully.
Yes.
can be there. But things like this on the internet, are great for people like me.
They build your
all my
fan base
family
up.
are- Yes, exactly. Plus my family are like, yes. I'm thrilled. I think it's an exciting opportunity.
Yeah. What about you, Lakesha? Like, how do you feel about when people finally? Because when I was a musician, it's like my sister. When people would come over, she'd be like, "Put in your CD." Like, let's go. That's my mom. And I'm like, no. Like, it's like I don't like listening to me in front of me. Like, like, so how is it? Like, especially being that you were like the pilot of directing and this and that. So how does that feel when you were sitting there and others are reviewing your work?
I'm a little emotional. My last premiere, I cried. Just because it was over. Happy tears. It's overwhelming.
Yeah.
When you get to sit back after everything is done, you know the hard work that was put into it. You know everything that you and your team put into it. You know everything that the actors put into it. So it's gratifying because, and for me, I like to see people do well. And it's exciting for me, for my actors to see, look, you can do it. Like, I'm like a parent, look, you did it.
Right.
And then for me, it's like, wow, it's really happening. So I'm just really thankful to God just for the chance to even do this. I started off as an artist, as an actor, and I never thought I would be making films.
Right.
Producing, yes, but and it makes sense because I'm a writer. But it's just like it's amazing how in your life everything that happens to you happens for a reason. And when God shows you and it comes together, and it's called destiny, chasing destiny.
Definitely.
So it's kind of just like an overwhelming feeling. This will be my first hosted red carpet.
Okay.
So I'm super excited about it. I'm gonna try not to cry my makeup out. But I'm just looking forward to actually seeing it on that would be an amazing thing to actually
That's
see
awesome.
it.
What about you?
I am excited. I'm very, very thrilled to be a part of the film Lost as well. And you know how people say speak positive and speak it into existence.
That's right.
My family, friends, I've always told them, you're going to see me on the big screen.
That's
You're going to see me on the big screen. And I'm seriously, honestly still in shock.
Is this your first film?
It's my first film.
Okay.
The most recent piece that I've done is I was in Creeps and Silly Women.
Okay, yeah.
Yes,
Zero
directed by
production.
Jimmy Jenkins and produced by Lady Sharon of Eastern State.
Right, okay.
Yes,
I heard that was awesome too. I didn't get to make it.
it was, and I was a part of that cast, so that was stage, and now film. And it's like, it's coming to life.
Yeah.
So I'm really excited. My family's excited. And it's when I actually told my principal and assistant principal yesterday that I was coming for my interview today, and they was like, what? And I was like, oh yes, by the way, I'm going to be on the big screen. And I was like, are you serious? I'm like, oh yes. Yeah, how are you holding this information in? You don't just have to figure out when to drop the bomb. But,
limos and dressing rooms.
right.
And
So it's here now. Chihuahua is here.
let us know how we can purchase tickets to come out and support the premiere.
Yes. So you definitely want to be there. You definitely want to get your tickets early. We've already started selling. anticipating a sellout before October. So you want to go to lovinglifeproductions.com to get your tickets. Tickets are only $10. $10. And it is October 15th. That's a Saturday. Red carpet starts at 6 p.m. So it's from 6 to 8 p.m. There'll be a Q&A with the cast. You'll get to meet the cast and just see a really phenomenal film with a lot of phenomenal actors. So lovinglifeproductions.com, you can get your tickets. Eventbrite, you can search Lost, the film premiere, and Facebook, all of our Facebook medium or social media platforms, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, you can find the information as well.
All right. Well, we appreciate you stopping by and giving us an exclusive. I know you all have been on the circuit. You've been working the circuit. I'm like, Tim, stop. But that's all right. We'll be on the red carpet. So it's fine. But we appreciate you stopping by and sharing with us.
Thank you so much.
I anticipate seeing the film.
Yes, I just want to say thank you to Felicia and Indie Star Network just from the beginning for all the support. When I first started my company, I came out and was like, what can you tell me about this? And she's just always been a great support, great mentor. So thank you.
Thank you.
Personally.
I love your drive. You have a lot of drive. You got a nice boss lady.
Yes.
I mean, and just your courage, because to me, it takes a lot of courage, like you said, to go from being an actress to thinking you were only producing, but then to be able to step in the seat of directing, it's like, I commend that, just recently stepping up to the director's plate myself. It's like, it's one of those things that I know, I can identify now, and it definitely takes courage to be the one in charge versus being the one just like, show up, tell me where to go, right? And it's like, because the end result is of what people see is you telling her to say this, him to go here, him to look this way, and different things like that. Cut right here. And so that takes a lot of courage. So I definitely commend you and just how you put all of your talents into, even serving for the church and your vocals in the choir and, just putting all of this together and, just making a positive. But I know even a lot of people struggle with, especially when they're, they feel like their destiny is to pursue a purpose or a message with a purpose. It's like, I want to sing, this type of music, or I want to do this type of acting. And so it's like you have to try to find that balance in order for you to really be really happy and proud about your body's work. And so I feel like you are on that pursuit of doing that. So whatever I can do to support or shine a light on that, I'm definitely here for you. So
thank
you. Make sure you check them out. You heard it here first. IndieStarNetwork.com for all things exclusive.
Why don't you celebrate it here?
When I look at
Okay, so what do you want me to do, Chris? She has nowhere to go.
Myself, how did we get to this
I
place? The closest of brothers,
I'm gonna make it.
for each other. Lord, what caused
But you, on the other hand, I ain't so sure.
I know there's a reason, and people have seasons. In your life, God don't make no
We can't have kids.
But Lord, I'm
God doesn't make
struggling
mistakes.
to forgive and forget. Swallow my pride, Lord, I can't. Jesus, show me how to love people. It's all the things that they do. I wanna be more like you. Lord Jesus, show me how to forgive people. In spite of things that they do.
loves you like this.